Standard 9th, Subject Science 2 from lesson number 7, Energy Flow in an Ecosystem. We are going to see the next topic, and the next topic is the carbon cycle. We have seen the types of biogeochemical cycles. There are two main types of biogeochemical cycles, gaseous cycle and sedimentary. So we are going to see the gaseous biogeochemical cycle that happen on earth. One of the gaseous biogeochemical cycle is carbon cycle. If we talk about the definition of carbon cycle, or what happens in carbon cycle is circulation and recycling of carbon or carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to the living organisms, and from the living organisms back to the atmosphere. How it goes back to the atmosphere? When living organisms die, they decompose and carbon is released back in the atmosphere. So this is the definition of carbon cycle, the circulation and recycling of carbon from atmosphere to living organisms and back to the atmosphere. Now in this carbon cycle or gaseous cycle, there are two main components, biotic and abiotic. Abiotic means non-living and biotic means living things. So abiotic carbon atoms are circulated and recycled into biotic forms through photosynthesis and respiration. This sentence means abiotic carbon atom means here they are talking about carbon dioxide which is present in the air. Air comes under a biotic component. So carbon which is present in air, it enters into living organisms through photosynthesis and respiration. When we do respiration, we give out carbon dioxide, and when plants do photosynthesis, they take in oxygen. So this is how carbon dioxide enters from non-living atmosphere to living organisms through process, that is photosynthesis and respiration. So what happens in photosynthesis? In short, we know plants prepare their own food. So that means the carbon dioxide that they had taken in, it gets converted into carbohydrate. Carbohydrate means the plant food is in the form of carbohydrates. That is happens in the process of photosynthesis. Plants also use these carbon compounds or carbon for making some proteins and fats. Now, how does this carbon get circulated? Plants prepare their own food, they take in carbon dioxide, then these plants are eaten up by herbivores. So this carbon compound or carbon enters into herbivores. Herbivores are eaten up by carnivores. Carnivores are eaten up by apex consumers. And finally, when these apex consumer or any of these living organisms die, they get decomposed because of bacteria and fungi. They are decomposers, they will decompose them, and after decomposition the carbon dioxide is again released into the atmosphere. So this is how carbon cycle takes place.